The R3 Coalition was launched in May to mobilize a market-wide response among the impact investing community to address the COVID crisis. We've been incredibly busy in the first few months, and we have been focused on two main objectives. The first is highlighting over 40 different co-investment opportunities across 9 different convenings in areas such as healthcare, food security and agriculture, water, sanitation, hygiene, and others. We've also published 4 different issue briefs that were focused on actionable insights that could help inform impact investors who are trying to play a role in the response, recovery, and resilience to address the crisis. The co-investment convenings really surface the need for both short-term and long-term investments across a range of issues, including health interventions all the way to food security. The issue briefs, the research reports we published, highlighted a number of areas that are really key to strengthening the long-term market. Some of them include the way that we support enterprises as investors, the way to conduct due diligence in this rapidly changing environment, and also how we address social inequities to help build longer-term resilience. Some of the key findings from the work include the importance of investment to fill gaps in financing that are available to key sectors, especially those sectors that impact investors have already been focused on. The second thing that I'd highlight is the need for investors, and especially impact investors, to play a critical role alongside government and philanthropy in driving a more equitable, sustainable, and just recovery from this crisis. One of the things that I found to be so inspiring about the coalition is just how it underscored our interconnectedness. The GIIN is obviously a global network, and we connect people all over the world, and we partnered with 11 different networks to launch the coalition and 6 different foundations. So it really underscored collaboration in a new and different way. I think the crisis and the pandemic has also underscored interconnectedness. The ways in which a public health crisis affected an economic crisis, and how that really highlighted many of the vulnerabilities and inequities that existed previously, whether they were socioeconomic, racial and ethnic, or even like gender disparities. I think as we look forward, it's important for us to recognize that if we do want a world that is truly just, sustainable, and fair, that we have to look at a systemic response, and impact investors play a very critical role in shaping that future. We cannot have a better system if we don't teach the world how to invest differently, and it'll be so important for us to think about the interconnectedness of so many issues, social issues, environmental issues, the government, philanthropy, and the private sector all together to drive a better system for all.